What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers. I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. Follow me in all the links below. You already know. This Will Smith thing is so funny. It just keeps unraveling and unraveling and unraveling. I just want to just tell you what I think about this shit. I think comedy is dead at this point. I'm going to be completely honest. I think comedy is completely shot because with that slap that happened to Chris Rock the other night, that basically opened the door. I mean, it's been happening if you've been watching my videos and other dudes on YouTube as well, but it's been happening little by little. But with that slap the other night, that basically cemented in the eyes of a lot of you weak, soft, broke wrist pussies that anytime you're uncomfortable or you take umbrage with something, you could resort to physical violence or worse. And that's why I say comedy is dead at this point, because yeah, once you do that and there's no retort after that, I mean, Chris Rock, he handled it like a pro. I gotta be honest, he did. He first of all, he ate that slap. That's number one. Number two, he just continued on. You know, he was a little bit frazzled, but he continued on. You have all this bullshit coming out about how they wanted him to leave, but he refused to leave. Now it's coming out that the LAPD was ready to arrest him, whatever the fuck that means. Yeah, so comedy's dead. I just got a lot to say here. I had to write some of it down because I got so much. This is gonna be a little long one. Oh my god, the alopecia excuse. Stop, okay? It's the weakest thing in the world, because comics make fun of diseases and sicknesses all the fucking time. I mean, y'all are acting brand new. You've never heard any AIDS jokes, any cancerous jokes. You have Michael J. Fox, who I believe was on one of the seasons of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Michael J. Fox has Parkinson's, and he was making fun of himself on that. So where were the people that were offended about Parkinson's? Where were they? Right? Where were they at to boycott him or to physically assault him, I should say? I mean, everyone knew it was jokes. All right. You have like the saying, I'd give my kidney, or I give my left nut. What about the people who, you know, like, what about the people who are offended by that, or that underwent that type of surgery or some shit? Where are they? You know what I mean? People know what the fuck it means. To all you white knights, you simps, you particularly to a lot of you hoes out there, this one goes to you. A lot of y'all running around here saying, yeah, Will is defending his wife's honor. Okay. I want to refer you to two videos. One in particular that's circulating right now that has Jada talking about, I believe this is when she initially shaved her head. She was talking about how, listen, I don't really give a crap about what people think. I'm doing this for me. I do it because I love me, which I'm going to be totally honest. Great way to go about it, which you should have the utmost self-confidence if you're gonna do something like that. You know what I mean? You shouldn't care what anybody else thinks. Okay, so where was that attitude at? You know what I mean? When that joke was told about you. And by the way, here's another thing. The G.I. Jane joke, I don't know if anybody knows who G.I. Jane is. Again, that person, G.I. Jane, Demi Moore, the character she was portraying, is a strong woman. You know, kind of like what Hollywood keeps flapping their gums about. Oh, they want a strong women. Women are strong. Who's stronger than G.I. Jane? And she was beautiful, by the way. She was a badass. So where's the insult? It was basically a bald comparison. Get over it. Chris is a comedian. I mean, that goes without saying. And that brings me to my next point. Oh, no. Let me go back to the video thing. There's a second video that's emerging that's showing how Will Smith is a fucking idiot. Because all of y'all are using this alopecia bullshit as an excuse. In 1991, Will Smith went on to Arsenio Hall's show, and he was making fun of the bass player for Arsenio's band. And the guy was bald. He said something about, yeah, like he waxes his head in the morning, he has rules and blah, blah. And the bass player laughed it off because he knew it was a joke. And everybody laughed. There was a few people that were like, you know, and Will Smith goes, oh, it's just jokes. It's just jokes. Okay, so where was that energy the other night? So if you know, Will Smith is partially a comedian as well. You know what I mean? He does a lot of comedic roles and all that stuff. So you know what time it is. You know what I mean? And please stop going back to the excuse of, oh, Chris Rock has been getting at them since 2000, I believe it was 2016, with those Oscars that Jada was boycotting and everything. Y'all remember that Oscars So White bullshit? Yeah, well, at the time, that was the controversy around the Oscars. So Chris Rock was hosting them. So yeah, he's going to poke fun at that. There was controversy surrounding it. And it was a funny joke, by the way. I mean, take it for what it is. You know, a lot of you guys also don't realize that, well, I've said Chris Rock is a comedian, but some of you dudes that are defending Will are the same ones that were defending Dave Chappelle just months ago when he dropped Sticks and Stones. Look, I'm one of them, but the difference between me and you guys out there is that I'm consistent. I understand what jokes are. I understand the art of comedy. You know what I mean? Y'all can't pick and choose when you want to be offended or not when it comes to that shit. You know what I mean? Dave Chappelle, I mean, y'all are actually making the argument against Dave Chappelle now. Because you're saying, oh, well, you know, her feelings and his feelings and this and that. Okay, so what about the trans people that were trying to cancel Dave Chappelle? What about their feelings, huh? Right? So some of you, this is what I mean about a lot of y'all. Y'all flip-flop. You want to pick and choose when to be offended. It don't work that way. So go fuck yourselves. Be consistent. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ever asked for. That's all we need in order for us to progress forward. If Chris Rock really wanted to destroy these guys, like some of y'all are saying, don't you understand that there's a treasure trove of shit out there that Chris Rock could have just picked from? And this is not by Chris Rock being mean or anything. This is based on the shit that these niggas put out there. Jada and Will. I mean, we're not even going to go into that. I'm sure a lot of you know what I'm talking about. But just by me even, we're not going to breach that surface because that's going to make this video longer than it already is, all right? There's a lot of people out there saying that it's fake. I kind of understand where people are coming from. Particularly, they're putting out a bunch of reasons, but one of the more common ones is, well, you know, the Oscars wants a ratings boost, which, you know, they do need it. And I totally understand where people are coming from, but the only reason that I don't really agree with that is because it would look bad on Will, Chris, and particularly the Academy. It will look really bad for them to be in on some some like WWE shit. Now I don't see that, and this is where I leave a little bit of room, like I'm leaving that door open for the possibility that it could be true. It could be true, but I'm gonna give Holly Weird a little bit of credit and just say no, that they're not resorting to this sort of shit. I don't see it, and there was a lot of, I mean, again, yeah, they are actors. It's just, I just don't believe that they were doing it for a ratings boost. Also, because for them to contrive this shit, that means that they have to continue the lie, if you know what I mean. They have to live with it, and also they have to contrive more shit next year and more years to come, because their ratings do suck. And it's so hilarious. If they want to fucking change the rating issue, stop being fucking woke. Stop hiring bitches like Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and what's the other, Regina Hall, I believe it was. Stop bringing these bitches on there and saying stupid stuff like gay, singing, trying to essentially talk about this parental rights in education bill, which a lot of these far leftists know nothing about. They didn't even bother to read 2 sentences of that shit. So stop being fucking woke. Stop telling people how to vote. Stop speaking from your ivory tower. That's how you get your ratings back. And just talk about, hey, look, we these are the movies that are nominated, and take Ricky Gervais's advice. Thank your family, thank your agent, thank your God, take your trophy and fuck off the stage. You know what I mean? Like, nobody cares about all that extra shit. All right? The only thing that was fake that came out of this shit was Will Smith's apologies. I already talked about the first one during the whole thing, and then he wrote up something on Instagram talking about, I'm all about love, and it's like, come on. Chris Rock came out looking great. As a matter of fact, he had a boost in ticket sales, so he's the only one that really benefited from this. But really, like, at the end of the day, because he has a tour called Ego Death, I believe it's called, and he's on tour right now with Kevin Hart, and people want to hear what he's going to say or how he's going to react to this shit. I believe there's something out right now. There's a recording out. Someone recorded him at the show, at one of his shows. But yo, those tickets, I was just looking them up, $700, $800, $900. I haven't seen over $1,000 for a comedy show. I mean, shit is wild. I want to shout out my man Anthony Brian Logan. He brought up a good point that a lot of y'all are totally missing. And in his video, he brought up the fact that, again, to go back to the Oscar So White shit, Jada was one of the proponents of Oscar So White, right? Remember that it was a goofy, I don't even want to go into that, but it was basically saying, oh, there's no diversity and blah, 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 blah. Well, now's the night you got it, or that was the night, 2022 Academy Awards, you had all of that. You had everything you asked for, and now it's all taken away because of this bullshit. You know what I mean? So, Oscar's so white, right? I mean, what are people gonna remember? You had your own, Will, you had your own man from Philly, your Philly brother, Questlove. A lot of people don't even know that he won an award. They're more concentrated on the fact that you walked up there and smacked this dude. You know what I mean? So, I mean, and then you're looking at it from a racial standpoint. This is y'all, not me. I'm only thinking with your brain. What do you think those quote unquote racist white people that you want to sit with, what do you think they're going to say now when you put this out there? All right. So shout out to ABL for bringing that fact up because it's fucking true. And I want to end it on this. Goddamn, almost 15 minutes. This is a betrayal to any Will Smith fan out there, me included, because Will Smith, when he came out, Will Smith was the antithesis to a lot of the rap shit that was out there. You had your NWA, you had a lot of the West Coast gangster shit, and then when it came back to the East Coast, you had Wu-Tang and a lot of the harder, like Onyx. You had a lot of the harder rap groups that were out there, and Will Smith was more of the how do you put it, like the relatable everyday dude, you know what I mean? You had songs like Parents Just Don't Understand, Summertime, all this shit, and he sold to all of us that he was the nice guy, you know. And again, you know, I get it, there's certain things that can make someone break, but again, with all the shit out there that could have been said, this was what made you break a G.I. Jane joke. Yeah, I think that he's a little bit lost. I think that Jada has a lot to do with this. I'm not even gonna go into that. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say. I mean, if there's more funny shit that comes out, which I think there will be, I'll just do a video on it. But yeah, this is a long one. I know that's what she said, and that's all I gotta say. Had to get that off my chest. Love you guys. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe, and that's it. Peace, bitches.